What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to start the series previews as we kick off the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs this week. It's a great time for everyone. I'm looking forward to it. Starting off with the Leafs and Bruins, the 4 and 5 series in the East, 4 and 5 seeds as well. And I'm doing it for two reasons. One, obviously, the Bruins, my team, Boston strong. But the second one is, Toronto's in the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. They were almost, I'm not going to say morbid franchise because they're still the most profitable franchise in hockey. But, they had a slew of front office decisions that really set the team back. But one of them paid dividends. That was the Phil Kessel acquisition. Kessel had a great year. And I think Nazem Kadri is a big reason why the Leafs played as well as they did for, as long as they did. I've been a huge Nazem Kadri guy since day one. Watching him play in the WJC, watching him play for the Kitchener Rangers Memorial Cup for the London Knights later on. Great player, got to see him from the AHL, and I think he can be a difference maker. I think the tighter checking is going to hurt him, but I think he's a good enough player and has played on big stages before where he can, make the adjustment. And like I said, Kessel, it was very good for them this year. Van Riemsdyk, another one, played in the Stanley Cup Finals with the Flyers, and has that makeup to do great things in the playoffs. And I'm very curious to see where. I think the fans in Toronto will be rowdy. Tickets are already unbelievably priced, and I don't think James Reimer is a slouch by any means. He's not a scrub, but he's not Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask had a great year this year. I think top 5. I don't think he'll be a top 3 Vezina candidate, but definitely in the top 5. And I think he was 3rd in save percentage or in 5th in goals against, something like that. So this is a guy who's knows what he's doing. Has played in the playoffs before. Obviously, was in net when the Bruins had that collapse against the Flyers. But I think he's moved on from there. He's a much more mature, more confident goaltender than he was. And the biggest thing working against the Bruins is that they're coming off a loss going into the playoffs, which will hurt them. But Tuukka's ready to go, and I think he'll be a lot of that success will depend on him. Which, saying that for goalies, like saying the sky's blue, but I think that's the best possible circumstance. And I think the Bruins offense will come around. I've been saying that all year, but I think it'll actually happen this time. I like what they're going to bring to the table in the series. I think Chara is going to be ready to go. And the biggest thing was in the Kessel trade. I'm trying to avoid talking about that because you're going to hear it so much on TSN and CBC and everything else. But the thank you Kessel chants will resound for any point or great play by Sagan or Dougie Hamilton. And there isn't the TD Garden has been the house of horrors for Phil Kessel since the trade, which he wanted his way out. And then so that'll be one thing. I think he's got like 2 points there since he's been traded, 2 or 3 points. And but I still think he'll step up. I think he'll have one memorable moment at the Garden during the series, which would be pretty cool. Kicks off or puck drops Wednesday night. But taking the Bruins in 6 games, I think it's gonna be a great series. But I think the Bruins championship pedigree is going to shine through. The Jágr acquisition will pay off. I think he's wanted to play in these a big time series like this for a long time, and I think he'll do just that. Anyway, that's like this episode of the Power Play with CJ, previewing the Boston Bruins and Toronto Maple Leafs first round series. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.